Good day, everyone. For this video on some features on my app, Great White North, I am going to show you sort of the heart of the Canadian rating side of it. How to use it the best. Here is a great example. Lay's chips. They even have a commercial in Canada right now saying that, oh, they're Canadian, I'll bet you on it. Well, some of their flavors are, some are not. So all Lay's are not made in Canada. Here is an example right here. Lay's oven baked are imported to Canada. What does that mean? The finished product is done outside and just brought in to be distributed. So there is zero Canadian other than the person at the store selling it that has to do with this chip. But well, how do I find out if which ones are then? So is there a more Canadian option right here? So by clicking on that, you go to the Canadian option screen. And you can also get to this in the list by hitting swap. So up top, you're going to have the province you're in, and over here you have national. I have only scanned stuff in Alberta at this moment. I'm just starting this app and pushing it out. So when you hit national, it'll say the exact same thing. But let's say I did that intentionally. So let's say there was a chip that was only been scanned in Ontario and has never been scanned in Alberta. I don't want to give you the false hope that you can find something in Alberta when it's never been scanned here. So, but out of curiosity, you can go to national if you want, just to sort of see what's out there, what kind of fun stuff is maybe in Nova Scotia or PEI, that kind of a thing. But that's so this the province you're in is the one that's default, and that's the one that's going to help you because that means you can find the product. So when you go here up top, it tells you the current rating, number 1 out of 5, for the chips or the product that, in this case, the Lay's chips that we looked at. This list will be in order from the most Canadian. So as of right now, there is no fives, none scanned in. That's made in Canada. But there is fours and lower. So if you scroll all the way down, so what it will show you is anything that is the same number of your product and higher. So if we just scroll all the way down, we get all the ones, which are almost no Canadian as well. But if we go up top, we start at the highest ones. So now as you're scrolling down the fours, you can see that, oh, there's a Lay's barbecue. Another Lay's Classic. So there are Lay's here, Lay's chips that are very Canadian. Not so now, or sorry, they are made in Canada, not product of Canada. Made in Canada is a 4, products a 5. Product is like the gospel of Canadian. So let's just go to the Lay's ketchup. So if you click on it, it'll take you to its result page. This one is made in Canada. What does that mean? It means at least 51% of the cost or producing or of the cost of producing or manufacturing incurred in Canada. So that's what made in Canada is. Product of Canada is the same verbiage, only it's 98%, not 51. So that's what the 5 is. But it'll tell you that, and it's all based on only what is on the packaging itself, not from a commercial, not from hearsay. This does say made in Canada on the package. That's why it's here. So it's official. So that's a quick way to see. Now, is there a more Canadian option? You're going to get just the fours and higher. So it's a quick way to just do a comparison, whether you want to change your shopping habits based on it or not. I've changed some of mine based on it, that's for sure. I try and stick to Canadian when I can, by all means. This really helps. So at a quick glance, you can see which ones are. At the same time, where were they found? Boom. You can just see, you can even see if they're in the store you're standing in. So there's a quick way to get comparable Canadian, more Canadian products. That's how that works. So hopefully that's helpful. If you're looking for a Canadian product and you need it to be trustworthy, this is an amazing feature. It really is. It's quick, a couple of taps, and you can get so much information from it that you can trust. highly valuable. Hopefully you like it. Throw me in your comments down below. It was it helpful for you? Is there anything I could add to it maybe to make it even more helpful? Let me know. Let me know how it worked out well. Did it work well for you? Did it not? Love to hear it all, and it helps maybe any updates in the future.